Hello, everybody, and welcome to Mountain Goat Gaming. I'm here after a very long hiatus, it seems, alongside my esteemed colleague Jay, more so foreigner of the channel now. Um, and we have a guest alongside us, and that is the TO for the event we are doing the list review for. So, David, what's the event?
Well, it's Baited Company, so it's going to be a massive three versus three base teams where each player is playing 1v1 games. So the idea around it is the event scenario is everyone has a unique hero. We're all a combined force playing at the same time. So the rule of one is set across the team. So you can only have one ring bearer per team. And then unique heroes can only be used once. And Tyler's got the slide. He's thinking ahead for me. That's like you.
Absolutely.
It's like we
I
prepared
need you.
this.
I needed you to have your own prompts that you prepared for, because I did not do any.
See, this is why I got the slides ready for you.
You the real
So,
MVP.
yeah,
But continue.
yeah. So that's just the big thing what we're trying to do is just trying to make sure we're not going to have three of the same lists turn up. So we're not going to have three sets of eagles, for example, three of the big one-meta dragon. Hopefully
Yep.
not.
Yep.
But this way, each team's going to have a little bit difference, and then you're not going to see the same three teams having men of the West, men of the West, men of the West. So that's the main thing.
Interesting. Either way, how many points is it?
700 points. So
Very
it's
nice.
nice, thick, and juicy.
Interesting.
Could be a
Ah,
thousand.
actually, I wish. Either way, well, American Dream.
You
American
might be
money
sliding a
donut.
few coins under the table.
Exactly. If you could, I have no issues. So, explain to us the process. Really brief. Obviously, there's a lot of verbiage on this table.
Yep. The simple
Explain it.
part, yeah, simple part is one person's going to flip a coin, heads or tails. If you win the toss, you are the first attacker when you go to the tables. So you'll be assigned three tables to pick from. So the captain will go, cool, I've won the toss. I'm going to pick table A to be my team's number one to go attack that person. Then the captain from the other team will go, cool, my player C is going to go defend. And then my player A is going to go to attack another table. And then, Tyler, you might be going, cool, I need to put you onto table one.
Mhm.
And then we're going to put our last player as the third pick.
Okay.
And then obviously the other team then gets to defend the last one.
Yeah, so basically it's you have an initial advantage as the person that won the coin toss to set your first army up on an optimal table.
Yep.
Then the advantage kind of swings back to team B, where they get to really pick the sort of the next two tables and potentially the next two matchups, it seems. So yeah,
Yes.
so I like the idea. I like it. So should be good. Very different from what we did at Nations Cup and some other team events I've been a part of. But I'm keen. I'm very, very keen. Okay, now Team one. I'll start us off, then David, then finish off with Jay because he's always a special boy. Cool. So
Go for
first
it.
list: Muster of Isengard, Saruman, Grima of Rashku, and Uruk-hai Drummer, and we have 18 Berserkers in there. We do have a banner, pretty solid. 33 models, 5 Uruk-hai bows though, so no crossbows. Very interesting. What do we think?
Good mobility.
Good mobility. Yeah, absolutely. It's going to be a bit of
Mm,
magic. It's going to be very solid. And Grima doing what Grima does best.
Grima's cancer. Next. Cool.
So, Khazad-dûm, so Dwarf King leader, King's champion group, and Dwarf captain. So, plenty of Khazad Guard, Fort Warden team, Dwarf Rangers, some Iron Guard. It's going to be very turtle.
11 Iron Guard is pretty
11
solid.
iron. That's a shitload of points. 39 models too. 11 bows.
Yeah,
And 12 throwing weapons. Oof.
they really went ham for throwing weapons and like numbers spam. So should be good. Should be pretty solid. I don't like dwarves, so I'm gonna keep it at that.
This weekend's gonna suck for you.
Dude, it's gonna be so shit.
And then we have the Reese special. So Reese is coming in with 700 points of Rangers of Mirkwood, as he has for a fair few events now, actually. So he's got Legolas,
Yep.
Tariel, Thorin
Is
with
he fun
Fortress.
at parties?
Yeah, 100% right.
Yes.
Okay,
Messed
no
up with
worries.
Reese, bro. 100%. Reese is the type of guy who knows he's bringing a shooting army, but will get into combat turn one. Like,
Yes. Yes.
Okay, cool. What is the
yeah.
legend? Okay, no
Yeah,
worries.
rounding the list out, he's got Gloin and 21 Mirkwood Rangers as well. Cloak on Leggy and Bow on Taria, which makes sense. So it's nice. You can play this list very uninteractively, and it can be a really nice team list overall. And I like the addition of Gloin to help your line chew when it needs to.
Yep. So, which list goes out? Rangers, Mirkwood, Khazad-dûm, or Muster. My opinion, it's this.
That's probably the safest option.
Yeah, safe option is Khazad-dûm.
Wild option is this one.
Yeah, because
you got to protect this one.
No, but you can force their hand, force one of their more like the non-optimal matchups. Obviously, it'll be interesting. I'm keen.
Well, they get to pick their table, so Rangers Merkle could be out picking a better table for the shooting aspect. So that's why you throw it first.
Big brain. Cool. Okay, Team 2. Army of the White Hand. First of what I assume will be Benny.
I'm not going to reveal too much, but yes.
So we have Saruman on horse. I didn't even know. Did you notice
we missed that, dude. We missed that.
Okay. Don't worry. We didn't miss nothing. Don't worry. We may or may not have recorded and then fucked up on the record. But yeah, I digress.
We're humans.
So, Saruman on horse, Wildman Oathmaker, Urkai Scout Captain, and Grima. We have 5 Crebain, and it was something like 6 Isengard Wog Riders. So
yeah. So getting some ability, that's cool.
It's interesting. I would just drop the. I would drop. I think I said this previously, but in other videos and such. But Dunlin Horsemen are just better than Wog Riders, especially in this list. They get access to potential fearless. They get the board wide reroll 1s, same fight value, same strength. Pretty sure same defense as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, look, it's interesting. I think. Yeah, I like the idea of like maybe they can stick around, but should be good. Next.
So Battle of Fornos, we've got the Last King of Gondor and Glorfindel. Bunch of tin cans on horses, as you've put it previously, Tyler. I love that analogy for the Minas Tirith boys. And a bunch of Rivendell warriors. And there's going to be a good shooting force there. 7 bows. So there's Shield and Spear for the Minas Tirith warriors, and then Shield and Elven Spear on the warriors. That's interesting. And there's a banner. We've got to have a banner if we can have a banner.
I like it. I think it's solid. Having a nice big cav contingent. I'd almost be tempted to put Aornor on foot and then get some more dudes and go, cool, my knights will do the work. I'm just going to be a chicken and kind of react to where I need to be. But again, Aornor on horse is still one of the scariest models, considering he can charge up to majority of things and literally fight with them. Otherwise, should be solid. I like it. Cool.
Then rounding out, we've got a top the walls with Gandalf, with Shadowfax, Pippin, Captain, and a Trebuchet, shitload of tin cans, and 4 Knights of Minas Tirith with a single banner. 29 models. Treb, Gandalf makes you be able to pick off your targets where you want them to be, and I like the knight contingent for Gandalf if he should go on like a bit of a side quest to smash. He has the potential to do that as well. So yeah, decent mobility. They've still got the march should they need it, because the top of the walls is typically that has the potential to play really quite clustered and stale in the game. So yeah, I think you have to pair the top of the walls personally.
I think you have to kind of like my opinion. I think you end up wanting to protect this. In my opinion, I think the Gondor Battlecry Trebuchet can force you to play in certain unoptimal chokes and stuff. So I'm thinking you want to probably throw out White Hand if you win the coin toss. If you don't win the coin toss, you kind of react and go from there.
And it's nice. I think Top the Walls and Battle of Fornos are kind of interchangeable depending on the opponent as well, because they could both win big depending on what's on the other side of the table.
Agreed. Cool.
Yep, I agree.
Team 3. So we have, oh man, I'm gonna fucking get the dwarves. Ah, shit.
I didn't set that up.
Cool. So during Martin King's Champ group, at least this is Chad. I love seeing Martin on the table. He has roughly
You didn't
6
say
iron
that last
guard.
night.
I like seeing him on the table. He sucks. He sucks as a model. He should be fight 6. I don't understand why he is not. If during his fight 7, you think his sworn bodyguard would be at least either same fight value or 1 pip below. That's it. Why the heck is this guy worse than my King's Champion?
That's a great, beautiful
East-
question.
Each to their own. 6 Iron Guard, 8 Kazagard that are Hearth Guard. It's gonna hit like a truck. It's gonna stay in place. Should be interesting. I'm pretty excited. Low bow count, so he can't really try and play the shooting game. But he has mirrors to protect, so cool. Oh,
Right.
Jesus.
More dwarves. Army of Erebor. So we got Nori, champion of Erebor, Dory, champion of Erebor, and Bofa, champion of Erebor. Plenty of Iron Hill warriors. We've got a banner, 8 spear and shield, 2 crossbows. We have a goat rider. Another 2 goat riders. How many goat riders are there?
5.
5. That's some good mobility. They're going to need it. Plenty
They
of.
don't have a march.
Still going to need it, but still going to be able to force the issue with the crossbows, which is great.
Yep.
And then they've got their turtle. So what's not to love?
Yep. I love the fact that they're not taking any of like the army bonus. Like the only army bonus they are leaning into is the +1 to women's fear sporting. So it's interesting. I love dwarves. Next.
Then rounding off, we've got Mordor Troll Chieftain with 2 more Mordor Trolls. The Mouth of Sauron on his armored pony, and the Orc Shaman with a smattering of Moran and Orcs with the banner. 26 models, 3 Trolls, and the Mouth. The Mouth is nice for, what he does in this list specifically. This is probably the only list where he shines. We were confused on the Shaman pick yesterday. I suppose it's a nice piece of tech for a single channel should you need the Fury or whatever else he offers to this list. Personal preference though, I'm a big fan of the double chieftain for this one here, but I could be wrong. And I also asked last night if this person could find me at lunch, have a beer with me to tell me how shit or how fantastic his trolls did. 'Cause it's gonna go one of 2 ways, right?
Yeah,
100%.
absolutely.
Yeah.
So first drop, I'm probably thinking the Kingdom of Khazad-dûm. It's more neutral.
No,
I think it's army. I think it's Erebor.
because the Khazad-dûm could win bigger than what this Erebor list could do, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think it's also like forcing an initiative with this list when you don't really have the might as well. Like the whole goal this is either stall or just continue to apply pressure by being D8 or D7 and having +1 to wound, versus like the Khazad-dûm seems a little bit more elite and a little bit more choppy. And has can concentrate a lot of its attack pressure through the 3 heroes themselves. But yeah, either way, they're both good. You could put either one of them out, and I wouldn't have an issue. This is definitely skewed though.
Yeah.
Cool. Team 4, Ugluk Scouts. Jesus Christ. Ugluk Scouts. Oh man, I don't like this list. This list needs. I see it too often. Ugluk, Malher, Urkai Scout Captain, 2 Isengard Orc Captains. Basically 4 warbands that are maxed out with a Malher sprinkled in there. Basically max bows. Pretty solid. We know what Ugluk Scouts does. It moves fast. It kills fast. It
I think it's going to surprise Nick this weekend. He's very negative about his ability to play, but man's not stupid, and you'll have a good game against him.
Yeah.
Yep.
Especially with his 2 broke belongs.
Oh man. Okay. Next.
More dwarves. Oh, Khazad-dûm again. So we've got Durin, Dwarf King, King's Champion group. So plenty of Khazad-guard, more Dwarf Warriors, Dwarf Rangers, 1 Iron Guard, and more Warriors and more bows. Wow.
I don't feel so bad about it. Like
Yeah,
the
it's a
people up there playing the dwarf, but they're playing the combat
I'm gonna
ball
hit
of
you.
death. You know what I mean? Rather than hey, let's play a shooting war, and I'm just gonna win it.
They're not playing. They're not playing the Polish way where they're basically maxing out their Dom 2 to high heaven, to where it's basically double their model count. So you know
Yeah.
what? I love this. I can get around this message.
Yeah.
The
I
one
reckon
time I approve of dwarves.
yeah, it'll be a good interactive gameplay for both people. I reckon that list.
Yeah, or you just don't engage and run around the whole time. It's like
Exactly.
Oh, don't get me started. What's
so
next?
round three, we've got Bjornings. This is probably the optimal points level for the Bjornings. Two bears and what's that? 15 Bjornings as well. Only thing I would like to have seen here is max bows to help force engagement. But that's just personal preference there. So
Yep.
a little bit of threat from range is never a bad thing.
Yep, I would agree. But it's up to them. Like I'd probably
It's
go
personal
one
preference,
under.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's personal preference. Either
Right.
way.
Cool. So I'm thinking the throwout list is this freaking horde.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd like to see it. Yeah, would be the throw.
Cool.
'Cause
Easy.
You need, to,
D.
you, need to, you need to protect the other two.
Yeah.
And
So,
Nick would do that. So he's got two of his mates that are just getting into the hobby
Hobby?
as well.
Yeah.
hectic.
They're playing the dwarves and the Bjornings as well. So I think it's
Good.
going to be a fantastic experience just to kind of get involved and have matchups where it's like, no, this is favorable, or just get some points, right? Like,
Yeah.
Yep. Fair. Cool. Okay. Team 5. We have Serpent Horde, Shuladan, Armored Horse, 4 Serpent Riders, Mumak with the Beast Chieftain upgrade, Tusk Weapons, Gnarl Hide, 6 Bow in the Howdah, and what is that? Raza and 8 Spears. So 22 models. Seems cute. I think I would have dropped Raza and just gotten more dudes, or like more mounted cav, or I would get a Haradrim King on horse. I think you could take them. They're cute. But each their own. You still have a little minor contingent. I also would have loved to have more guys in the Howdah personally, because then if you actually don't break until you kill the Mumak. But look, it's still a skew list. It's still a Mumak at 700. Not a lot of lists can deal with this. So go from there. And we want to maximize those points. Drop Serpent Rider to a Radrum bow and spear, and get another bow in the Howdah, and then we're good. Cool. Okay, next.
Men of the West. Good old Aragon, Growlhair, and Legolas with an Elven Cloak. What's not to love there? We've got Men of Arms, Amroth, with the Warriors of Minas Tirith, Shield 5 of, and then 5 of for the Shield and Spear. Then Legolas is supported with 2 more Men at Arms at the Dal Amroth, and it's basically a mirror, so we got 5 and then 4.
Yep. Look, it's Men of the West. We know what it does.
Oh, fuck it.
Everyone knows what it does.
Even the
With the
Tio
exception
knows.
of those, if you're new to the game. If you have never played against Men of the West or have played the list,
welcome to the game.
You want to feel like the movies? It feels like the movies.
It does. It does.
So
Absolutely does.
Cool.
List number 3 is Master of Isengard with Saruman, 2 Uruk-hai Captain, and Grima. Not as heavy Berserker spam. We're only rocking, 8 in total here, but they're all backed up with a fair whack of pikes, a few shields in here, single banner, and we've got 10 crossbows in this list. So limitations on mobility, but increase in damage potential, which can be devastating. So 34 models. It's pretty on brand for model count from what we've seen so far. I think, like, for example, this list here, genuinely thinking about the dwarf matchup, gives the dwarves something to really... they're just going to beat the snot out of each other really quickly. And the only thing that's going to really help muster is might control with Grima and the magic from Saruman to help reduce or limit some of those big hitters. Durin, for example, he just
he gets bullied. I think it's my issue as well. Like, Discus is dodging dwarves till high heaven, just because of the fight value from so many Khazad guards being in some of those other lists. The only list it wouldn't dodge is probably the Army of Erebor.
Yep.
Yeah, because it's very interesting. I definitely would want into any men list. As soon as it goes dwarves, I'm a little bit sketchy.
100%.
But I think the first list I'm putting out is, in theory, the big freaking Mumak, so I kind of want to react.
Definitely. Either that or you go the super safe option and you go Men of the West, right? Like Men of the West
Yep.
will just do Men of the West things, right? And that's such a safe option. And I think for a team, if you plan to have Men of the West in there, throw it out. Like that's what it's there for. It's top dog for a reason, right? So then you aim to get 20s with the Mumak, and then muster is either a back pocket, right, or muster pair Mumak pocket.
Yeah. No, makes sense. Cool. Okay, Team 6, we have Shadows of Angmar. Cool. Gully, Orc Captain, 3 Barrow Wights, shit tons of 2-handers, 2 werewolves, 3 specters. I have no doubt this is Aaron, and he's going to be a fine gentleman with this list. So
I'm told.
I believe him. When he says he's going to do something, he'll do it. He's going to make people quake and then be like, "Don't worry, I'm just throwing a 5 dice paralyze." And so you're just knocked prone. Don't worry, you can still strike. So yeah, I think it'll be. Look, if this was, if anybody pisses him off, though, all bets are off, and he's going ham with it. So the power this list holds right now depends on the opponent's attitude. So, Aaron, if we play, I promise I'll smile my way through the game as best I can.
I'm gonna smack you in the face and make you hit as hard as you can, man. Let's run it.
I swear the amount of voice questions I'm going to get as I walk over to that
table. Smack you in the mouth and shove a 4X in there. Like, let's go.
Nice. Okay.
Oh, the assault from Northoran. Let's go. Drag the Beast Caller and a Wild Walk Chieftain. Cool. So we got Plain Mortal Orcs, Goblin Prowlers, Warg Riders, and then we got more and a Bat Swarm. Yeah, gotta have a Bat Swarm.
14 Warg Riders. 14
Warg Riders we looking at?
I'm like, wait, we got Goblin Prowlers and then Warg Rider. I'm like, hang on a minute.
That's 14. 14 Warg Riders, and then you have 3 Warg Marauders.
Yeah.
Oh man,
my gosh.
So this is gonna be very fast. Like lightning, and it has Dark of Night. So yeah, you know what? It made up for not having a march that affects majority of the army. How are you ruling Warg Chieftains and heroic actions?
Oh gosh. I'm probably going to have to reread everything again in that regard. I'll probably be rereading the book tomorrow night going, oh my gosh. Oh yeah, that's right. I got to reread all this.
Interesting. Cool.
Check the FAQs.
You'll hear it here first. Doesn't want to fucking answer it. No worries.
Not right now.
I guess he's under this microscope. Cool. I love a TO that doesn't want to make a call. It's crazy. I'm just kidding.
I'll get there on the day, all right? I'll be like, cool, this is homework now. Read up this again.
Either way, good list, solid. Will instill fear into whatever it plays against. So, next list.
Then we have Rise of the Necromancer with Staron and 12 Hunter Orcs. We've got double Abyssal Knights, the Forsaken, which we think is the rerolling wounds dude.
Bane of Games.
The Witch King with the extra bite. We've got 2 hunting spiders and 2 giant spiders, which I'm a huge fan of with the wraiths. And if it were me personally, I probably would have lent into it a little bit further. For example, like I would have ditched the Forsaken and to try and grab an extra 4 spiders.
Where's my Lingering Shadow?
Yeah, look, Lingering Shadow, absolutely. Like, great. But if you don't want to run that route, I think the spiders can help with that mobility that the Shadow can give on top of the paralyze. So you think about what this list can do on top of you're trying to deal with the wraiths, you're trying to deal with the necromancer, and then you're trying to deal with, let's say, 3 or 4 spiders with an 8-inch spit for paralyzed. Like that's scary as shit, especially in a team environment too.
Yep.
No one really wants to do that. Like Gulliver doesn't fuck with that. Like,
yeah, true. So true.
So
true.
Yeah, look, Hunter Orcs hurt my heart. I think they have.
I love them.
They have just taken such a fall from grace from where they were last edition to this edition.
Have.
It's great to. I'm going to be excited to see the models again because I've forgotten what they look like. The only time I like seeing them is when they're mounted in an all mount.
Absolutely.
That's it.
And that's where I do it in pits. So that's my
Not
place.
No worries. Easy. Cool. Well, what are we putting out first? I'm thinking we put out this.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's gonna
Yeah.
be AOL.
I think so. I don't want to put that out.
No.
And that, I think you can read and react. I think it's
I want to always be counter picking for the Shadows of Angmar. I want that to be my counter.
cool. Okay. Team 7. Army of Erebor again. Oh, Jesus. I'm just kidding. We have Thorn, Stonehelm, Gimli, Gloin. Hey, shut up, Shay. I can still have my critiques. Nah, I love Sean. Either way, this is my team. So yeah, the 3 big hitters and 3 goat riders, 6 crossbows, and the rest is just shield, spear guys. Look, it's a good list. You're using some of the army bonuses. You have one of the best, in my opinion, pound for pound leaders in the game. I think for his points, I think his stat line is crazy. 3 attacks, D9, 3 threes across the board, except for the wounds. Who cares? He's still D9. His ability to also change heroics and potentially get them back free, solid. So
I'm disappointed Sean didn't use the extra 6 points.
dude, I'm not. Where are you gonna go? What are you gonna get?
Yeah, figure it out. Put another goat or something. Do something.
Definitely can make use of those 6 points.
Man, I don't even want to comment. Next.
Battle of the 5 armies. We're leading with Grail here. Then we got Legolas, obviously is the leader, with Elven Cloak and Orcrist. God, that's gonna be great. Supporting with some Mirkwood Elf Warriors, Elf Knight, even better. Get some movement in there. Tariel, Elf Bow, Lake Town Militia supporting, and Hilda with more Lake Town Militia supporting. Hey, 13 bows with 2 major heroes bows. Force the issue.
Yep.
Man, that is just force the issue.
Yep, absolutely. Look, this is my list, guys. Wanted to take this one and trial it and see how it goes. I have brought Orcrist because I want to see if it actually does anything. I want to see if it can proc. I want to see it make Urukai fear charging him until I run into Ugluk Scouts and they have Fearless. But we don't talk about that portion of the game. We talk about everything else.
Well, you'll have 5 rounds to try and set yourself up for it. So,
yep. Look, to be clear, this list, I've played it numerous times, different variations. I recently took it overseas to a GBHO 100 as well as Nations Cup. But I'm just trying a slightly different variation because obviously it's lower points. So we'll see how it goes, see how it feels, and then go from there. So next.
I'm really curious to see how Tariel and Legolas go.
Yeah.
It's like that
Yes.
combo for like Tariel feels like Legolas B. Do you know what I mean? Just with that deadly shot, but I still think she cuts harder in combat compared to Legolas, even with Orcrist as well.
I'm
So
gonna
really
keep a kill
curious to see how-
tally. I'm gonna keep a kill tally. I promise.
Oh yeah, 100%, man. Especially in our game. So, so Jacob and I for the whole year, he just keeps copying me. He just keeps taking like, oh, what's Jay taking? Let me just take that as well. And here we are again. So he's taking the Army of the White Hand, and he's got Saruman, Goroth, Oathmaker, Grima. So legacies being allowed, White Hand does get exponentially better with Goroth, and also the addition of the Cav. Nice for the Dunlin Cav specifically. Goroth is just freaking premium. We're talking 7 Crebain here, 2 Dunlin Cav, a couple of Isengard Orc Warriors, notably for the banner there, and then a smattering of Wildman and Urukai Scout bows there, with a hint of Dunlin's bows as well. So, you want to talk about a toolbox? This is total tools, so take your pick. This is a fantastic throwout list. It will soak up whatever's in front of it, and play. It's their game to lose in a lot of settings, to be blunt about it. The movement control aspect, that White Hand needs no introduction. It's fantastic, and people who have clued onto it and experienced this list.
Oh yeah.
Very hard.
I've not taken this to a tournament, but I've done a lot of practice games for others, and this list is oppressive. It does not create a fun gaming experience at times, but I know that the Queenlanders will do me proud and not be vicious with it. So this will be good.
Oh,
Look, either way, throwout list is going to be either Battle of Five
Hmm.
Armies or Army of the White Hand. I think
Mhm.
we pick
I'm gonna
leave
pick the
Army
White
of
Hand.
Erebor and then go from there. But yeah, fair
Yeah.
enough. Cool.
Like it.
Teammate, Kirathungul, Shagrak, Gorbag, Mordor Orc Captain, an Uruk-hai Captain with a two-handed weapon, and Shelob. And basically, I think close to max warbands, basically 2 off. Yeah, solid.
It's
actually
Unga
great to
Bunga.
see.
It's so much animosity that's happening in that. The comboing of plussing the wound is going to be ridiculous with two-handed weapons and the animosity bonus. So
Yep.
if it wins in combat, it's typically killing what's in combat. So and then Shelob doing what Shelob does.
Yeah, we were talking about this last night in the sense of it's great to see Shelob with Kirathungul back again. However, it feels like a lesser version of Ugluk Scouts, but it boosts itself back up a smidge by having Shelob, like the good version of Shelob, right? So you've got a few more tech options with that one there. Yeah,
Yep.
again, I haven't mucked around with Kirathungul. I really like to. 700, just like 600 to 700 points seems like a nice fit for this army. So I'm really curious to see how it goes.
I think cleaving bow, the cleaving weapon is going to be good for the Mordor Uruk-hai. Obviously, them being better courage than standard Uruk-hai as well is really good. My
Right.
issue is D4
Everywhere.
for majority of the army. Obviously, the Orcs Warriors of Shield, there's 11 of them. Cute. But it's going to be very interesting how this plays. Cool. Jesus.
Oh, you had to give me the long one?
Who's tech? Is this Kirkby?
No, it's
Is it
not.
Joe?
But I'm going to keep my mouth shut because I know whose is whose.
It's Joe.
So we have the Beatook, and then I believe it's 12 Rangers of the North, if I'm counting right, with a lot of Hobbit Archers and Hobbit Militia. So 82 models. Oh my gosh, 34 bows, 14 might. My gosh, they're going to struggle to get through the game if you can kill all that. But man, the board control from that force is going to be nuts.
Look, 22 bows that are not the Rangers is scary as. So, whoa.
Oh, that's all I got to say. Whoa.
Thank you. Next.
Battle of Fornos, 32 models. Aonor not on pony. Glorfindel on pony. Círdan, no pony taken, nor can he take a pony. With a Ranger of the North, with the armor and 4 hobbits for that nice little micro drop. You've got 3 knights here, and you've got a nice battle line of tin cans and elves, which is nice. So, a decent model count by all stretches. Interesting that Glorf is the solo drop here. I personally would be ditching Círdan and trying to bump the numbers up for this one here. Potentially looking at, like, at the end of the day, there's still 2 drops before you put the meat and potatoes down of your army, which is nice. That's really helpful. Definitely our Battle Fornos player has lent into that as well, and it's kind of nice to kind of go, here's 1 drop, what do you got? Here's another drop, what do you got? Here's another drop, what do you got? And then I'm going to put my army on the table. There's real benefits to that.
Yep.
So
knowledge is power.
Yep. Look, it's Battle Fornos. It hates White Hand, so just protect it from it. Cool. We're putting out that visceral array.
Greenfields.
Yep, thrown out.
Cool. Team 9, Legion of Mordor. What?
Yeah, this
That's
one.
right. I forgot about this visceral array of shit. Look. Okay, so
I am looking forward to the tier
does
questions.
not have fun at parties. So
No.
Shadow Lord on horse. 2 great beasts of Gorgoroth. 1 Mordor war catapult. This is the quickest list I've read. I can't wait, and I think I said this on the other one. I can't wait for somebody to shoot out the horse on your knight so that you lose your banner.
Oh, damn.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
big brain. You didn't think of that one, huh? Smart ass.
I'm not planning on
You got the
playing.
two
I'm
well
just
closed,
regarding
man.
all the
Like-
questions.
What do you want me to do?
Brother's got that sharpshooter life.
Man, Spend the 45 points elsewhere. You're already leaning into this. Just spend it. Give me a taskmaster. You know what? Give some free might to these things.
Oh my gosh.
Give some free heroic shoots to the war catapult so we can friggin' shoot first. Either way, it's gonna be solid. Has a little skew list. It's scary.
Yeah.
Has a lot of tricks. Impact hits
Great.
are
Impacts,
scary.
and because the war
The
catapult,
bows.
and you get the bows on top, but it's the catapult. It's going to be doing the knock prone stuff. That's what you're going to have to watch out for because it's going to make a lot of non-engagement happen because the great beast can't be knock prone.
Yep.
So that's my ruling question. I'm going to get 5 times over the weekend. Lucky me.
Glad Josh has teed you up before it already.
Jesus. Yeah.
The next army at top of the wall. Gandalf
yeah, this is the
with his
siege.
pony. Haha. With the Knight of Minas Tirith. There's the banner. And we have our tin cans on foot. And we have Aras, the captain of the guard, with Citadel Guard. Then we have another tree bucket, followed by the Avenger bucket. So it's going to be interesting. There's going to be put the bucket in the back corner, bolt thrower, whatever comes close is shooting it down, and it's going to wound. Swift reload. Especially with one thrower, I'm always adamant, get that swift reload. That extra dice bonuses the number of shots you need it, especially when you're only hitting on 4s.
See, if I was piloting this, I would
would've
have
had
so
2
much
bolt.
fun. I would have 2. Yeah,
I
absolutely.
would have had 2
I would-
bolt throwers, not the trebuchet.
I would, exactly. Double bolt thrower, no question.
Just go
Again,
full
though,
Sean mode and go both in a trip.
where is my Pippin?
I know. I told him I was upset. I didn't see my Hobbit man, and he's like, "Nah, just not happening." I'm like, "Oh, okay."
That's big sad. I would
That
drop
was
a
big
knight
bad.
and shield and spear and say you have Pippin on there. Leaving some might will fate at home. I don't know if I agree, but should be good anyway. And I hope that the first scenario of the tourney is Dark of Night, so this skews down. Woo! Either way, next.
Drum roll for dwarves, 17 Hearthguard for Durin, Dwarf King throw weapons, 2 Vault Warden teams, and Ballista.
We're
So
seeing
this
siege
team
engines.
has found their little kink in siege weapons and have really gone hard on it. I think the Khazad-dûm player missed the memo because it felt like he should have at least taken 3 dwarf ballistas. Jesus God, imagine having a battle line in this team.
Oh.
That's crazy. Jesus.
We're not playing
You know what?
edition.
Whoever
We
this
are gonna
dwarf player
shoot.
is, I'm proud of you. Thank you for standing up for what is right and playing the game how it's meant to be played rather than just shoot.
And scene. Cool. In terms of throw out list, I'm feeling this.
Yep.
I
You're
think
right.
that I'd
Honestly,
or
I'd be
that.
throwing out the Legions of Mordor because people are not going to know how to deal with it.
Oh, I think the white hand deals with it.
Well, the light hands on the team.
I will say, I'm like for all the white hand players, just get Grima to destroy the catapult.
Yep.
Yep.
Just get him to destroy the catapult. He
Yeah.
buys back 125 points of beautiful. Don't even deal with this visceral array of nonsense.
Correct.
It's great.
And
However,
then
you gotta
wait for the lineup
survive
of
the
the
Shadow
Gorgoroth
Lord.
and then call wins.
Cool.
Grima's going to
Okay.
have fun destroying siege engines on that. It's going to be fun.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, Team 10. Goblin Town, 77 models, Goblin King, Golem, Goblin Captain, Scribe, Grinna, a bunch of two-hand weapons. I think it's 10. Yeah, stock standard Goblin Town. It got nerfed this edition. It's good to see it on the table. But yeah, I definitely miss old Goblin Town a little bit. I think I definitely suffered the Ally Matrix nerf, to be honest. I think the Goblin King going up in points, the ring not working as effectively, Grinna losing strike, and the Goblin Scribe not really buying back his points, I feel really hurts. So, but it's still a horde, still having to chomp through them all. We'll see how it goes.
Yep.
Cool.
Ooh, another Shadows of Angmar. Very similar to before, Gully, but only 2 Barrow Wights and a Angmar or Captain. Still plenty of werewolves, wild wargs, orc warriors. Got your banner, which is good. Good to see there's a banner. Support for the Barrow Wights so they don't die. A couple of specters and another werewolf. 8. That army's going to move quick. It's going to hit what it needs to hit and paralyze more than.
Yeah.
So very much what Shadow's Agma should do.
Like the 8 wild wargs in this list just felt a little excessive. I think it's great to have a bit of chaff that moves like borderline as quick as Gullivar. However, I also don't think it's super necessary because of the Stalk Unseen. Like Gullivar doesn't need to have that padding. That could have potentially lent into another Barrow-wight or more specters or just more chaff in general for your battle line as well. So I think there are definitely options. Not saying it's wrong or bad or anything like that. You still have 45 models, but yeah, just options. I feel like there's.
I would have kept it down to 4
here.
because then it's just support if Gullivar gets himself in a bad situation so he doesn't get the trap. But yeah, I agree. You don't need 8.
Look, I think I dropped 2 wild wogs, and then take another specter, and I would drop all 3, or like all the remaining 6 wild wogs, and just get 3 wog riders.
Yeah,
I think that's probably where my head's at. Because it's like if they dismount your courage check passes, you still pseudo keep them. Doesn't matter to me. So either way, solid. It's gonna be good.
Then we have Rivendell with Elrond on horse, Glorfindel on horse, and Eristor. 3 Rev Knights and a decent-ish battle line of elves. Single banner, 7 bows. Eristor versus a captain. I can see an argument both ways. I can see the march. I can see the value of what Eristor brings, provided that you're just patient with Eristor and just give time for Elrond and Glorfindel to do well. Glorfindel's a fantastic counter for Gwaihir. Gwaihir wants to do Gwaihir things. Gwaihir can't do Gwaihir things when Glorfindel is hanging around, stat checking that bird no matter where the hell it wants to go, because Glorf is just as quick. He's got all the bonuses to wound the bird and outfights every single time, like without spending might, which is great. Which then gives Elrond the flexibility to put the hurt on lions as well. So Rivendel's kind of got my attention lately. It's a nice little. I wouldn't say a pure count. You still have to work your ass off for it, but definitely it's got play. You know what I mean? It's got play.
100% got play. Might struggle with the model count, considering what the average model count is on this event. So that's my only thing, is just the model count might be a little low.
I think they got that covered with the first 2 lists. I think that's where this is. I think you just have the throw out list. You have the reactive, just putting this and applying it where you need to, and then kind of going from there. But I can understand what you're saying.
How do you think this goes into Men of the West?
I think the bird still causes this list to struggle. Because I think, like, whilst in theory, Glorfindel and Gwaihir are the same movement value, Gwaihir being able to hop on top of pieces of terrain and constantly threaten battle lines and just go, cool, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to go here, heroic combat, kill 2, pop out. Or go in, march, potentially even hurl at Glorfindel or Elrond relatively easily. I think it's just you're playing a screen game, and it's just, I think Ben of the West just kind of stat checks it. It also puts a lot of pressure on Glorfindel to have to deal with him just because of Legolas being around. So it's not only that you're having to deal with a hurl, but like, cool, get Glorfindel into Gwaihir, and you're like, cool, my Legolas will just try and shoot for your horse. It wounded, fantastic. How much fate are you going to spend? How much might are you going to spend to keep it? So on and so forth. So it's going to struggle. But Team 11, another Army of the White Hand. We have 5 Kerbane, 46 models. Look, I think this is Jay's list.
Yep.
And because he has a Dunlin Horseman. 5 Kerbane is interesting, but he went for, 7 Uruk-hai Scouts? Cool. Or is that 8? Maybe it's 8.
Yeah, something like that.
It's like 8 Uruk-hai Scouts, 7 with bow. Look, it's solid. 46 models. He went for more troops instead of more Kerbane. We'll see how it goes for him. Yeah, Jay, any thoughts? Would you want to rewrite your list?
I'm not taking the resubmit, all right?
I don't know. I think I've never felt like I needed more Kerbane. 5 has always been enough for the games that I've played. Don't get me wrong, like more Crebain is always nice, but I also value the model count as well, especially in the objective scenarios when you need the traps. I've always been able to use Crebain in lots of different situations as well, depending on what is thrown at me too. So the list we're about to see in a second, I put White Hand into that list and absolutely demolished the poor Battle of Fornos. Like there was that. That's probably the most clear cut oppressive.
You lose.
No matter what Danny did, no matter what Danny tried, there was no way that list was going to win genuinely. And that's the first time in SPG I've felt completely in charge
Of the
no
game.
matter the situation, which was like far out. Even games that I'm just getting outfought completely and I'm just dying in droves, I'm still controlling the movement phase.
Yep.
All the time. Yep. So, like if I, for example, if I go into another White Hand counter and they have more Crebain than I do, I'm like, that's okay. I also have more bodies should you throw out disposably with Crebains to one-shot them and then reduce that as well. So, yeah, it's nice. I haven't really played a whole lot of games with this list as much as I'd like to, but...
Yeah, run it. Cool.
Well, this is the Battle of Fornos list you tested, right? So we got Last King of Gondor, Aragorn, and then Glorfindel, and then there's the 3-drop Ranger of the North with Hobbit Archers. So there's the I'm going to see what you're doing 3 times in a row before you're placing down the army, which is awesome. Knowledge is power. Obviously, 14 Knights of Minas Tirith. Yes, I always love a good Gondor cav charge. So it's gonna be a spicy one.
It's gonna hit like a truck.
Oh, it's gonna hit like a truck. Lances.
Sorry. Damn. The fact that when you said nearly went silent, I didn't want to leave you hanging, brother.
No, it's all right.
I didn't want to leave you hanging. I was
dramatic
like,
effect.
I was literally about to say crickets, but it's all good. Look, the list itself is solid. We know what Battle of Fornos does. He has expendable might that isn't reliant on the 2 big heroes, which is fantastic.
Yep.
Yeah. I think, as I said earlier, this hates White Hand with a passion. So evade, bob and weave, boys, bob and weave.
Yep.
Cool. Next list.
Rounding out our third player is Nick with Aragorn, Legolas, Cloak, Gwaihir, and
how generic.
Generic man.
In there.
Great.
Self-support.
Yeah, wow. Tryhards. Cool. So we have Men of the West going out first, or Army of the White Hand seems cute. You better protect this guy with his life. I've seen the way Danny plays. I can't trust him.
All right, so suddenly got to make that the first round pairing.
He doesn't want the smoke. Trust me. You think he wants the smoke against me? I'll take that all
we're
day.
organized. We know how that's going.
Big brain, man. No question. Either way, cool. T12. Lurch's Scouts, Lurch, Malher, Ugluk, Uruk-hai Scout Captain, Uruk-hai Drummer. Look, he basically maxed out his warband. I would have liked the drummer within Lurch's warband, just in case for Maelstrom scenarios. But again, if David's a gentleman and skews that scenario out the fucking window, that'd be great. However, we don't know. I don't know. I've never been to one of his events. So,
no. Well, if you've been seeing the riddles, man, they're the clues to the mission so far. So, dropping that on you.
That requires a read.
Love that you think that we're going to read that.
It's much like asking Tyler to read the players pack. I totally understand that.
I'm allergic.
It's not happening. Let me find out what no fucking way is in Mexican. Hang on a second.
Oh,
Jesus. Oh, either way, Lurch the Scouts is a funner version of Ugluk Scouts.
Yeah.
To be honest, I think it's just gives you a little bit more pizzazz with your leader hero. He's Chad. It's good to see him actually be usable. Yeah, for heroic combat seems solid. So, go. Okay.
Rise of the Necromancer. Whoop whoop. So we have the Necromancer, 2 Castellans, Nazgul of Dol Guldur, Witch King, the Abyssal Knight, Lingering Shadow, and then the Keeper of the Dungeons. Oof. I'm not a fan of the Keeper because I find that he dies way too easily because he has no fate.
I think it's operator error. What
you call that operator error? Wow.
Yeah.
but the problem is I'm running
Nearly going
Pits of Dogwood Durns, which doesn't lean to having the keeper because I'm trying to keep the movement. So, and then he's shafted at 6 inches.
Yep.
So,
Look,
but
I agree.
I can agree, but like it's still operator error. You can't let a man
Okay.
die like that.
no, no.
But I can definitely understand. As soon as he's 0 fate and then 2 wounds and that low defense, he is
Yeah.
going to take wounds and he will probably die, especially with the way that shooting is this meta. Yeah, I definitely would agree.
I just see Legolas shoots 3 shots, bang bang. Oh, cool! I just used a point of might to kill out my assassination target.
Yeah.
Done.
And
So
it's also like, why wouldn't you just take another ring wraith? In my opinion, obviously for theme though, I like it. So
it does the whole Terra thing. I love it.
so cool. Last list for this team.
Army Light Hand, 45 models, Grima, Oathmaker, Chieftain, Scout Captain, heaps of Wildmen, decent smattering of Scouts, only 3 for Crebain in this list here. Same model count as mine. They just haven't gone down the legacy route. Yeah. It's nice. There's a lot of shit here.
Yeah, cool. We've talked about our Army of the White Hand enough.
Yep.
Moving on. Cool. So
Throw out.
Throw out for that one.
Oh yes. Definitely White Hand.
It should not be White Hand when you're looking at the other 2.
Yep.
Yeah. So cool. Team 13, Army of the Great Eye. Woo. Witch King, Horse, Morgul Blade, Crown of Morgul, Captain of the Black Guard, +2 courage if he's a ring wraith or something in the army. And then Mortal Orc Captain, and then Shelob. I like the spice, like the tech, 2 Black Numenorian Knights. Only 5 Black Numenorians. I think I would have liked to have dropped a couple of those Morannon Orcs and just grab some more Black Nums. But otherwise, I like the list. Any other thoughts?
I think it's
you.
Hmm?
And it likes you.
Cool. Easy.
yeah. Reclamation of Osgiliath. Whoop whoop. I'm going back to my OGs. Boromir Captain of the White Tower with the banner on a horse and a shield. Whoop. And we've got Faramir Captain of Gondor and Madril Captain of Ulthuan. So it's even better. So we've got some knights, we've got some warriors, we've got some more warriors, and then we got a banner and we got the Rangers of Gondor. Hey, what's not to love? Plenty of movement, plenty of defense 6, and we're going to get some shield wall going, and we've still got a bit of shooting to pick off any nasty stragglers. So pretty defensive, but can be offensive if it needs to. I think it's rated pretty solid. You guys?
You don't need a second banner.
I don't need the second. Yeah, literally.
Get
that
You've got a
shit.
big enough banner. Like,
Dude,
flex,
relax,
I get it.
gents. We only get 3-inch banner or no banner. You're telling me you take a 9, brother? You're being ridiculous, man.
I prefer having an army-wide banner.
6 is average, man. You gotta let that. 9 is egregious, man. What are we doing? Nah, but seriously, it's one of those things where the double banner, especially when you're going to be kind of overlapping majority of the time, Faramir and Boromir are going to kind of be close together just to try and proc their actual army bonus.
I do hope so.
So, like, I just find it, you just don't need the second banner. Get another knight, get another shield, just a shield tin can, and that's 25 points. And you put a shield on the banner bearer. Yeah, and go from there. So, easy.
What's next?
Finally, we've got Sauron with triple mortal captain, 2 wild riders in there, and we're talking around about 20 orcs with a smattering of shield, spears, and 2 bows. Like, it's nice. Yeah. You've got to get rid of Sauron, or you have to pick everything else off. It's good. Great for teams.
Great for teams. Great to have as the throwout list, which is what I would be doing every single time.
Yeah. Not many people
like
have a way to deal with the Dark Lord.
Nah, especially with the way that Heroic Strike now works. Yeah, absolutely. So
Sauron just goes unchecked so much.
Yeah, absolutely. So
I agree.
Cool. Okay. Team 14. Men of the West. Aragorn on horse, Gandalf, Shadowfax, Pippin, and a spattering of tin cans. Look, we've seen this list come so close to winning Articon last year. Came second, yeah. Yep, came second. It was fantastic, really good. If you know how to play it and use the might effectively, as well as the situational spell casting, this list can do work, especially at this points value. There's not a lot that a Fort Frodo Aragon can't deal with when it's knocked prone by Gandalf. So, yeah, should be solid. What? No? Like,
Yeah,
it's just, yeah.
It's versatile. It does what it needs to. It's got a bit of magic, and it's got a 3-point might every turn. So what's not to love?
And it's fearless. Next.
Army of the Great Eye, the Witch King of Angmar, Crown of Morgul, Morgul Blade on a horse. We've got the Mouth of Sauron, and we have a Mortal Cap, and we have 7 heads. It's going to be fun. I'm going to love all these siege engine questions on the weekend. Tio, how do we do with siege engines? I'm going to love this all weekend. So we got...
We spoke about this last night in the sense that they didn't really lean into the terror as much as they could have with this list, because there's elements of it. Spam your black numbs out.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And really stretch out that Crown of Morgul effect with the 7 heads, right? And the Mouth of Sauron, even now, I don't understand.
Yeah, I don't understand.
I'm having issue just looking at the fact we got Strength 4 and Strength 3 all through the list. If you're going to go hard into Strength 4, you might as well push it, because you've got the option to do it. Slam into Strength 4. Get yourself an easy +1 to wound on most dice rolls. Not the +1 is the case, but I mean a +1 on the dice roll. Rather than having, I'm winning these guys on 6s normally if I'm Strength 3. I'm winning them on 5s. Just get the odds in your favor. But
get that. Randoms do get fucking expensive though. Like
they do. Yeah.
They do. I get that.
But they do match up into men well. They do get the +1 fight value. So it's not unreasonable. My issue is I would rather not even lean into the Morannons. I'd lean into the Black Numbs and play stall. Let the catapult do the work. Let the Witch King kind of just float and see. To be honest. But each of their own should be good to see. Cool.
Round 3 is Kingdom of Rohan, with probably the most exciting iteration for Rohan currently, because they are in a world of hurt, even though they're getting all the love from Games Workshop in terms of models. We've got a full battalion of Rohan Royal Guard backed up by Theoden, Theodred, Aemir, Daewine and Gamling, with all of their bells and whistles to go. No throwing weapons notably in this list here, so this list has to get in. It has to punch and it has to strike perfectly, otherwise it is lights out. But in saying that, do you drop a pony like a Royal Guard to get 4 spears in there? No, because then you've got a big gap of points as well, so it's in an awkward place, unless you want to fiddle around with, say, dropping Daewine for a captain and looking around those options too. But then again, Daewine's rules far surpass the captain as well, so I'm really curious to see how this list goes, especially in a team environment.
And is that sort of like an anti-Legolas list, in my opinion? And the one reason why I say that is the heroes getting the 5+ horse lords on top of their bait and being able to be used, I think makes it semi-viable, especially if you can use terrain to also obscure line of sight, and it hits like a truck. Strength 4 still, up to Strength 5 for some of the heroes, or for all the heroes. And you still have a pseudo potential free might with gambling, and it can cascade. So, otherwise, should be good. Okay.
My throw would be Men of the West. What do you reckon, Tyler?
Yeah, Men of the West. I wouldn't want to throw anything else out. I mean the catapult. I think it's between catapult and Men of the West.
Jay, what are your thoughts?
Men of the West.
No worries, man.
Yeah, it's solid. Put the solid one out, the safe option, and then counter with the other 2.
Cool.
What's Team 15?
Oh, yeah, cool. Dark Lord, 2 chieftains.
Look, you got the easiest one of the lot.
Yeah, that's great. Cool. I can't wait to never be able to win or break the list. Oh man. Can't wait for this.
Shut up. I've seen you roll. Shut up.
Cool. Anyways, next list.
Eagles, what's not to say? It's just Quell here, some fledglings, and some Great Eagles. So we know it's exactly going to happen there. We're going to get some Squawk in action, but it's just monster mayhem.
Yep.
So.
And last but not least, what
Uh,
the fuck is that?
you guys are most welcome. I didn't want to write it out, so I gave you the best option for it.
Man, what the heck? And I think that is it. So,
Yep.
That is it.
So, either way, this is going to be a fun tournament. I look forward to attending. Yeah, hopefully we'll be back with some more videos in the upcoming weeks and such, but life's kind of getting in the way, so we'll see. Otherwise, from me, from Jay, and our lovely guest, David, have a good night.
Pleasure.
Good night.
Night.